One more realization, ladies and gentlemen, during my solo traveling in Himalayas. Answer to one very important question, and as I always say that answer to some questions have to come from inside, not from outside. Because this question's answer is not like sine theta or cos theta or numbers where the language is universal. So the question is, how do I master my thoughts? And one thing which I have realized, observed, there are many thoughts. And you get access to all your thoughts only when you are not distracted. Imagine you are living in the city or you are living anywhere where there are lots of distraction. Good distraction, bad distraction, that is secondary. What is bad distraction? That you are standing in the middle of the road and there's traffic. That's a bad distraction. What is good distraction? You are sitting somewhere and a soulful music going on. Good distraction. So, bad distraction, good distraction, that is secondary. When we are distracted, we are accessing the external content, we are consuming the external content. But when we are not distracted, we are consuming the internal content. Unfortunately, because the city life is very busy life, we stay distracted throughout the life. At the same time, since childhood, we have been trained to stay distracted. As soon as the child comes on the planet Earth, we start playing with that child with some kind of toys or something. That distraction for that child. So we are training that child to stay distracted. Because if your eyes are open, you don't access your thoughts if you're distracted. So when you go to a place where there is absolute zero distraction, nature can't be distraction because something which is created by the creator cannot distract you. So when I did that experiment of living in the mountain, pitching the tent, no one is there, staying there for a few days, cooking my food, and staying away from social media, and just within my capacity, try my best to just close my eyes and meditate and access thoughts. So I found my answer to this question. I always say that you have to find your answer to these types of questions. How do I master my thoughts? The first thing which I realize, observe, witness, there are many thoughts. There are too many thoughts. And if there is a thought, there is a feeling. If there is a feeling, there is a reaction in your body. And if there is a reaction, then either you feel pain about it or pleasure. We are all caught in this vicious cycle of pain and pleasure. Either you feel good, you have a very good thought, a very nice reaction in your body, and then you're feeling good. You get pleasure. You have a very bad thought, example fear, and then you have a reaction of fear, your body is closing, you're feeling uncomfortable, you're breathless, and then you're unpleasant, you have a pain. So we are caught in that. So one thing, of course, which I learned in Vipassana is you have to learn how to stay equanimous. It means watch the thoughts without any feelings. But something which we have been doing for last so many years, I've been doing this for last 40 years, react at the same time. Always try to think positive, positive, positive. So we always have this affinity towards something good will happen, something good should happen in life, and aversion towards nothing bad should happen in our life. That's the life what we are living. And as a student of Vipassana meditation, first I tried that, okay, let me stay equanimous, let me not react. So if I'm not reacting, I'm not at least entering into these waves of emotions, at least I'm watching my thoughts without any reaction, without any pain and pleasure. I'm just watching it with a lot of equanimity in my mind, with a lot of balanced, okay, this is how it is. Just a thought. Just a thought. Let's not react to it. Let's not think about it. Just a thought. Let's not uh, grow this thought like a tree. Okay. So as I always say that my life, my rules, my style. So what is my rule here to learn the whole process of mastering the thoughts? I started categorizing it. What do you mean by that? A simple physics is if you need to organize something, you need to categorize it first. Otherwise, it's very chaotic. Right? Just example, if you see uh, cubes of various types, various size, it will be pleasant to your eyes if all same size and shape cubes are put together. It's organized, right? Because the universe demands organization. Organized, everything is organized in the universe. See, the environment, the sun is rising every day, sun is going down every day. It's very organized universe. So you have to, if you have to organize this universe going in your mind, then you have to categorize it. So I made three categories of my thoughts, three types of thoughts I'm predominantly getting. The first thought is, which I say is a dustbin thought. The name to this container or this category I've given is a dustbin thought. What do you mean by that? Dustbin thought is like it's not worth even taking this thought further. Because most of the times we don't react to our first thought, we react when we perpetuate, when we grow with that thought. I've thought something and you grow, you think. Example. Many times, example of this dustbin types of thought. Many times we just think about someone and then we start talking about something with that someone and then we keep talking and then we also talk on behalf of other person, that other person will say something like this, I will say something like this, other and the rest of it. It's never ending. And that's not the truth, by the way. It's just a thought. Thought is not the truth. So this type of thought, as soon as I see a dustbin thought, it means I'm talking to someone, absolutely nonsense thought. I know after thinking for lots of hours, end of the hours, I'm going to say like this, why I have thought like this. One very peculiar characteristic about this kind of thoughts, they come again and again. You have some fear in your life and every day you're thinking about it. So if nothing has happened when you were thinking about this yesterday, today it's not going to happen. Because understand one thing, when we think, react, the very definition of reaction is energy. We need energy to react, right? And there is a spend of energy. Unnecessarily we are spending energy there. That's the reason you might have seen that people who think a lot or who have gone in that deep depression or sadness because of thoughts, they become weak because they're investing huge amount of energy. It's like every minute when we think, we are spending around 1.5 calories. So A type of thoughts is like a dustbin thought. If I have to share three categories of thoughts, A is like dustbin thoughts. The name I have given to this is like dustbin. B. This is a task thoughts. What do you mean by that? Task means something which is related to my work. Right? Because as I always say, we are workaholic. Work is there in our blood. That's a characteristic of human beings. So there's some work we have, and then there's some tasks going on in our mind. Okay, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, I will do that. And I'm talking about the work which is ongoing, which is there. The food is there on your on the table. It's like it's not something which you are going to do on your vision and the passion. No. The task is something which is you are about to do, you're going to do. This kind of thoughts, if they come, one rule I have, I just open my recorder and I record it. Right? Because most of the times we forget. And then I answer very important question about the task type of thought, that how much time it will take, how much energy it will take. When I say energy, resources, because someone has to put the energy, the resource has to put the energy. How much time, how much energy, and how much money. Because to accomplish any task, we need these three things. We need time, we need energy, there is a resource, and we need money. So it's very easy to put full stop on this kind of thoughts because we answer this question. It's difficult to put full stop on the dustbin type of thought. It's like never ending. But this, okay, I have time, I have money, I have the resource. I don't have the resource, I don't have the money, I don't have the time. Struggling. You're getting a point. So you have to look for time, you look for money, you have to look for resource. That's B type of thought. So if I'm thinking, and I said, hey, it's a B type of thought, okay, let me open my recorder and record it and also evaluate whether I have time, energy and money for this or not. The third type of thought, C. our dreams. Now, here is a problem I have found, ladies and gentlemen, that many of us, because we are living a very busy and life with lots of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Many of us, we are scared of watching dreams. The reason being, sometimes when we share our dreams with others, unfortunately, sometimes we don't have people with whom we can share our dreams, some wild dreams, dreams which is based upon this fundamental line that, okay, I'm doing something in my life, but this is the only opportunity I have. There's only one life. I want to do something big. And unfortunately, you don't have people in your life with whom you can share those dreams because you have this fear that people might say that, hey, stop dreaming, focus on your current, whatever you are doing. You are just dreaming, and you have the last time, even few years ago, you had this dream, you have done nothing about it. All this and nonsense reactions will come, or nonsense response will come from people, and that's very discouraging. And because plus minus this is the culture, uh, we hesitate to dream even when we are alone. The moment the dream comes and we say, no, 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 we should focus on task only, why should we focus on dreams? But my rule is that if the dream is there in my mind, it doesn't matter what kind of dream, and dream has to be something which you have not done till date. So when dream comes, I just allow myself to flow. I don't stop. Like in A, dustbin type of thought, I just stop. But in C, I don't stop. I just allow myself, I respect my dream, I just go, 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 move, 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 move. And sometimes I see that this C type of thoughts one day is in B. It becomes a task. So, ladies and gentlemen, never stop dreaming if you are sitting alone. I, of course, will reconsider sharing my dreams with everyone. Doesn't make any sense. As I told you earlier, also, it's very important to find a correct person in your life with whom you can share the dreams. But you should share with yourself when you're alone, and if you are dreaming, you should not be scared. Just watch where this thought is taking you. Let this thought take you on the right, no problem, because it's a dream thought. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sirs and ma'ams, this is how I categorize my thoughts. Whenever I'm alone and I'm observing my thoughts, right? Even if I'm walking, if I'm alone, I'm observing my thoughts. I'm climbing up, I'm alone, I'm observing my thoughts. That doesn't mean that only when we sit like this for meditation we have to observe the thoughts. No. If you are distracted, then of course you will not have access to your thoughts. But sometimes this window is very small. It's like you're surrounded by people and you are playing between your thoughts, that is internal visualization, external visualization, internal visualization, external visualization. You're playing very fast. So that's most of the people do. But it's very important if you want to stay focused. Either you stay focused on your internal visualization, it doesn't matter whether you're surrounded by people, or you focus on external visualization. Just observe what's happening there. Consume one content, a mixture of two content, internal and external. It's not a very nice experience because these are completely two different content. Completely different content. And if it is a process, ladies and gentlemen, there has to be levels in it. If it is a process, it means you have to practice it, practice it, practice it, practice it. Then you reach the level where you say that, okay, I have complete control of my thoughts. My thoughts are not driving me. They are not driving me. I am driving my thoughts. I am categorizing them. It's a content, right? Nothing else. When we use language, it becomes the content, isn't it? So we use language for the thoughts. It's a content. Categorize it. Anything which is categorized, just like those cubes, are more pleasant, more organized, and more easy to manage. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my learnings from my solo living in Himalayas. This is Preraka signing out. Until we meet again.